RDL stands for Romanian deadlifts, otherwise known as stiff-legged deadlifts, because the legs stay almost perfectly straight, save for a slight knee bend throughout the entire movement. What we're looking for here is that the feet are hip-width apart, toes are facing forward, and we've got dumbbells being held nice and close to the body. We want to make sure that as our hips hinge, our chest is dropping at the same time that our hips are pushing towards the back wall. From the side, it looks like this. My shoulders are down and back, and as my chest drops, I push my hips to the back wall, really emphasizing that hinge movement. Notice there is no break in my spine. It remains neutral throughout the entire movement. At the bottom of the movement, your torso should be parallel with the floor. Notice I'm not craning my neck upwards to look at myself in the mirror. My neck, along with my spine, remains neutral. Let's take a look at what we want to avoid. The first thing we want to avoid is a disjointed movement of the spine. You can see here, I'm all over the place. I'm curving, I'm arching. It is not a uniform movement, and my spine is definitely not staying neutral. You can tell I'm having a hard time doing those so poorly. Remember, neutral spine, core is braced, focusing on the hip hinge. The other thing you really want to avoid with a stiff-legged deadlift is excessive knee bend. See here, I've got quite the bend in my knees, which actually reduces the stretch on the hamstrings and effectively takes us from a stiff-legged deadlift into more of a conventional deadlift. Instead of excessive knee bend like this rep, we want to see a slight bend to protect the joints, but mostly a stiff leg.